A new survey has revealed the impact of rising prices on small businesses, with a warning that some may go under. According to Business West, more than 2/3 of our local companies are struggling with inflation. Many are also facing rising energy bills. Here's our business correspondent, Dave Harvey.
At its height, fish prices have gone up by about 30%.
In a pub in Bath, they want to spell out the soaring costs of business for me with stark simplicity on a plate of fish and chips.
Cooking oil's doubled in price, potatoes have gone up by about 15%, everything's gone up. But the real killer for us is the electricity prices. A few years ago, electricity here was about £7-8 grand a year. Last year it was about £28,000, and this year it's going to be about £65,000. If they don't sort that out, there's going to be an awful lot of businesses that are just going to go to the wall. There is going to be a tsunami of businesses that are going to go out because the costs are just, they're off the scale.
And inflation is now reaching every corner of West Country business. In the Forest of Dean, Simon Hurley's firm makes specialist supplies for guitar makers. His biggest seller? Guitar paint. In a tin. A tin which has doubled in price in a year.
It's absolutely bonkers and not something we saw coming, but you realise with these things that go up just how much all the different little elements of the world economy sort of play into this end product. Everything from the energy prices for producing the steel to the extra demand from China coming out of COVID sooner than the rest of us, to the extra transport costs that we've got, the unavailability of shipping containers. Across the board, not just on the paint tins, the ingredients are going up. The factories that used to make the chemicals that would go into our paints have been redirected and are now doing alcohol wipes, alcohol rubs.
Of course, this is a niche product. It's a very niche business. Everything in here sold to hobbyists with really special interests. But you know, it's not an unusual problem. 400 businesses replied to this Business West survey. 2/3 of them said rising prices are a real problem.
Inflation as a source of concern is the highest we've ever recorded. So it's really difficult. Businesses are stuck between a rock and a hard place, trying to absorb costs where they can, but to many businesses, they've already done all of that and they are left with no other option but to put their prices up to consumers.
Cans of paint and cooking oil, fish and chips. The politics of price rises is getting ever more urgent. Dave Harvey, BBC Points West.